Borderlands 3, but every time I level up I lose everything. Episode number 4. And starting off from last time, as I have just defeated Katagawa's Bull and Kilovolt, I now head to Atlas HQ to take on Katagawa Jr. himself. And as I have a very good looking butcher shotgun, I don't really want to level up until after I've killed Katagawa Jr. So basically, until I reach him, I only will kill anyone that I have to kill. So I basically just run past this entire courtyard, not killing a single soul. Then the game makes me kill this damn nullhound. And even though the game doesn't tell you to actually kill everyone in this area or kill this certain enemy, you do have to kill this one arbalest just to get through these doors. Then straight after that you have to kill these 2 nullhounds. And now the XP is really racking up. Also, now we have to clear this entire area. And we've got a couple of friends to kill everything for me. So the entire time while I'm here, I just watch them kill absolutely everyone. And actually it only took about 5 minutes for them to kill absolutely everything here. The only hard part were these hoplites, because one of these moron turreters was shooting at the damn Malawan turret on the thing that they couldn't even hit. Then I take the elevator all the way up to the roof of the Atlas building. Then I eventually make it to Katagawa Jr. and I'm still not level 16, so this is a huge win. And just as I start fighting him and I end his first little phase thing, I see that I get XP and I'm not exactly sure why. Do I get XP for finishing each phase? Seems a little bit shitty, because if this continues I will level up before I actually kill him, and I'll have no weapons to use against him because everything around me is too high leveled. Then I notice that every time one of his clones die, I get the XP for it even though I might have not even touched the thing once. So then I accept my fate and then I kill this clone right here, and that gets me to level 16. And of course sadly that means everything that I have will now be dropped, including my beloved butcher shotgun. I then held a 1-minute funeral for all of my beloved items, and now it's time to head back to Sanctuary and see if the vendors have anything that can kill this asshole. And I mean, it may only be a blue sniper, but this guy's hard to hit and snipers are usually quite overpowered. And along with an above average damaging pistol from Atlas, I head straight to Katagawa Jr. just to see if I can actually kill him with these 2 weapons. Then after a pretty long fight, and I'm struggling quite a lot as you can see by my health, I finally get Katagawa to that part where he just spazzes around, and finally he dies. And we get a very lucky double legendary drop from him, but both of the weapons are too high leveled. Nice. Especially seeing as one of them was the Firestorm. That is pretty upsetting. And then I head inside. As I'm talking to Reese, I open this red Malawan chest, and you would have never believed what I got inside if I didn't show it to you on screen. In the shape of a Malawan? Are you Yep. Another butcher straight away after losing the last one. These poor enemies are so fucked. But there's one thing about this gun I didn't realise at this point in time, and that is it's the version which consumes 2 ammo per shot and basically loses its whole infinite ammo thing. But that does not take away its insane damage at all. So now it's time to take down the first Vault monster. And because 90% of this game is going back to Sanctuary and talking to Lilith, would you like to guess what happens next? Yep, that's right, I go back to Sanctuary and give something to Tannis. Ah, fooled ya. But realistically, it's just as annoying. First, with the part when you have to talk to Lilith, why not just use the echo recorder communicator things? It's basically a phone, no? And the whole giving me the vault fragment to go and take to Tannis. Give it to someone else. Give it to fucking Ava. She doesn't do anything. But anyway, we head back to Promethea and now it's time to take down the Vault monster. But only after doing a bunch of annoying things, which include killing a bunch of bandits, and also killing a bunch of bandits. Fuck, such variety. And now we make it to the Forgotten Basilica, and it's time to see if my double ammo consumption butcher can actually kill this thing. And while it may be completely garbage compared to its infinite ammo variant, my gun still does the job. Then nearly 5 minutes later, it's time to finally finish off the Rampager. He nearly got me, but it was too late in the end. He couldn't stand a chance against my damn butcher. Then I reach level 17 and I now have to say goodbye to the Rampager killer. And then something even sadder than saying goodbye to the butcher is that he drops a legendary that I really wanted to use, but it's too high level. But luckily inside the actual vault, the loot is much nicer to me, because in the first chest that I opened, it had a legendary in it, and while I was expecting it to be a level 18 weapon, it was actually a level 17 Thunderbolt Fists. 18? That's depressing. Oh, yes! I actually have a gun to use at level 17. That's the only reason I'm so excited. Then after I leave the vault, a cutscene starts and I accidentally skip it. Then I notice that Maya's gone and Tanis tells me that Maya, she's gone. So I'm guessing that means she teleported somewhere without anyone knowing where she's going. So she'll probably show up later on in the game. Then after talking to Lilith for what seems like 4 hours, we make the ship head to Eden 6 so we can go and meet Hammerlock. But the mission wants me to be level 20 and that seems like a giant pain in the ass because nothing I find down there I will be able to use, I'm guessing. And because I realistically only have the Thunderbolt Fists, and the best thing that is good against is of course shields, I decided to go and farm Katagawa's bull for a while, just until I reach level 18, and then hopefully I'll be able to farm the Rampager. And because the fight is so incredibly easy for the Thunderbolt Fists, it only takes me 10 minutes to get to level 18. And now I'm level 18, I can drop everything. Yay! And we have a new record of 5 legendaries dropped at once. How is that not depressing? But luckily, Katagawa's bull did drop 1 legendary, and it might be a pile of shit, but I'm gonna have to use it. Then after grabbing that shitty legendary and a bunch of decent looking purples from the sanctuary vendors, I make my way all the way back to the Rampager and it's time to see if I can kill him with these pretty average weapons. And I mean, it doesn't look great at the start, but once I get into it and I figure out which ones do the most damage, it takes a whole 7 minutes just to kill this thing. But it was definitely worth it. Not from the loot that dropped from the actual Rampager himself, but from the loot of the chests inside the actual vault, which gave me a very beautiful looking legendary Vanquisher submachine gun. And basically, if you don't know what that does, while you're doing a knee slide, you do double damage and double fire rate. So theoretically, that's basically 4 times damage as you're sliding on your knees. And even without that, it had a pretty high base damage for a submachine gun in the first place. Then after killing the Rampager for the second time, he drops my favourite grenade mod in the entire game, which of course is Moxie's Bouncing Pear. And just to show the sliding gun in action, this is how much damage it does just with a normal slide. And while it may look like it doesn't even do that much damage, compared to all the purple weapons I have, it's godly. Then I finally kill the Rampager with 1 final slide and I reach level 19. And I thought I was gonna break the legendary record once again, but again, it was only 5. I say only 5 like it's nothing. It's still way too many. Then the Rampager absolutely blesses me with a double legendary drop, and the first thing I see is a Firestorm grenade mod, which is very nice, and the second legendary is a legendary front loader shield, and I'm not exactly 100% sure how the reserve health shield thing works, but it seems like a pretty decent shield overall, so I'm definitely taking that. Then as I was just about to head to Eden 6, I realised that it's a level 20 mission, so I decided to farm the Rampager until I reach level 20, then it's straight to Eden 6. And only 10 minutes later I reach level 20, drop absolutely everything, and I'll be heading to Eden 6 with whatever he drops me, and he does drop me a legendary weapon. But it turns out to be the Tunguska. Now, I mean, it could be great. It's just that it's a launcher and it could be incredibly annoying just to get the ammo back. So I guess we'll see how that goes in Eden 6, but we'll leave that until next time, because that is the end of the video. And if you got any tips for this game, because I still desperately need them as I still have very little information about this game, those tips will be greatly appreciated. And if you got any challenge ideas for this game, also will be very greatly appreciated. But thank you for watching, and there will be another episode very soon.